Are you an e-commerce founder who's getting ready for Black Friday? Maybe you have paid media accounts that you're managing, or maybe you even have an agency managing it for you. If so, we wanted to put together a list of the top Black Friday, Cyber Monday tactics that we're using for our clients and give it to you so you can use it yourself to get ready for the big weekend. I'm Sean from Coast Digital. I have about a decade of experience in e-commerce on both the agency side as well as the brand side. And Black Friday is going to be here before we know it. So I wanted to share a guide that I use with my team to make sure that we're doing all that we can to maximize revenue for our clients. So today we're going to talk about the main levers you should be pulling in your Google Ads and your Meta Ads account for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If your team uses these strategies, at the very least, you're going to be in a great spot to win this holiday season. That being said, everything that I'm talking about today is going to be included in a free download linked in the description below. It's a nice little checklist, Google Ads, Meta Ads, all those checkboxes next to everything I'm talking about today. So grab that link in the description, hopefully it helps you. So starting off with paid search, the name of the game for Black Friday, Cyber Monday is visibility. You want to make sure that you are using every opportunity to share your promotion with your users. So for Google Ads, that could mean putting your promotions in your actual ad copy, but there's a lot of different places to do that. One of the places that I want to talk about today are ad extensions. Now, ad extensions are little embellishments, call it the cufflinks on a tuxedo sort of embellishments that make your ad larger than it typically is. If your ad is larger, number one, it's going to have more information in it. It's going to be useful to your user, but it's also going to push your competition that ranks below you further down the page, so you're going to own more of that real estate at the top of the page, which is a perfect way to go. So some of those extensions, site link extensions, definitely a good thing to utilize in your strategy. Call out extensions, promotion extensions, all of these are great ways to make your ads larger and to infuse your ads with the right promotion, the right copy to entice your user to purchase. We also should be using seasonality adjustments. Now, seasonality adjustments is one of those niche tools within Google Ads to where you can tell the system, hey, I'm expecting my e-commerce conversion rate, or the rate at which users are going to buy from me. I expect that to be higher while my promotions are stronger. So if we look in a tool like Google Analytics, you can see that conversion rate last year, for instance, increased 50% versus the previous week, let's say. So we know that our conversion rate is typically 50% higher during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or whenever you're having your promotion. So with that information, we're going to go into Google Ads. We're going to go to the search bar at the very top, type in seasonality adjustment, click into the seasonality adjustments page. And when it asks you for the percentage increase of conversion rate, you put 50. So what that's going to do is it's going to tell the system on the back end, hey, I'm expecting higher conversion rate. So don't leave anything on the table. Increase my bids accordingly to make me more competitive. So you're going to pay a little bit more for that user, but if your conversion rate holds, which it probably will during the holiday promo, you're going to be able to capture more traffic. More traffic converting at a greater rate means more revenue for you. So definitely an important one. Another avenue for paid search is to add your promos to Google Merchant Center. Google Merchant Center is the platform that houses your product feed. Your product feed is what feeds your shopping campaigns or your Performance Max campaigns. What I would do is, this tends to be a little finicky, so sooner rather than later, go ahead and take your promos, put it into Google Merchant Center in the promotional section. If you can get your promotions approved, fantastic. If you can't, you have site link extensions that are ready to go. What we're doing now is maximizing the potential for users to see your promotion. Just another avenue to use. So if we have all of our promotions in Merchant Center, let's assume they've been approved. We have all of our ad extensions live and or scheduled, ready to go. Now it's time to maximize our visibility, responsive search ads. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure that we have our evergreen, non-promotional ad copy in its current place in the accounts. That's all well and good. But we want to add some holiday copy, some promo copy into those text ads as well. So one way that we do it on our side is we take all of our current ad groups are the point of the hierarchy that holds the ad, it holds the keywords. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate every single one of those live ad groups. into their holiday counterparts. Highly recommend using a tool like AdWords Editor because it makes your life so much easier for this sort of thing. If you don't know how to do that, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll make a video. That'll be the next video that I come out with, is how to actually do this portion of Black Friday, Cyber Monday prep. But essentially, you duplicate your evergreen ad groups, label the evergreen ad groups, labeled Holiday 1, Holiday 2024, or whatever year you're watching this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to schedule the pausing of our evergreen ad groups. We're going to schedule the enabling of our promotional ad groups and fill those promotional ad groups with promotional ads. They're going to be in the same campaign, just paused, ready to go. And then right when Black Friday hits, the rules will hit, your evergreen will be paused, your promotional copy will be enabled, and then you're ready to go. And the reason we do that instead of putting it into the regular evergreen ad group is Google, you never know how Google's going to distribute your spend and serve the right ad that you want to serve. If you don't do this step, what's going to end up happening probably is that you'll have your evergreen ad that has all of the, Google knows how the users are going to convert. They're going to focus on that ad. You're going to upload a Black Friday, Cyber Monday ad, and it's going to get barely any traffic because it's such a small window that these promotions are happening. We want to force the system to deliver the message that we want to deliver. So if you upload these promo ads sooner rather than later and keep them paused, they're going to run through Google's ad review process and they'll be ready to go versus just adding them in last minute. They might not be approved, especially with all of these advertisers kind of flooding the system with new ad copy. There might be some delays and you don't want to get caught, behind the curve. So highly recommend you take this tactic, although it might be kind of nitty gritty. And I'm happy to go through this on another video. Let me know in the comments, but definitely recommend doing this tactic. We've been doing this for years and it tends to do pretty well. So we talked about adding copy to our expanded text ads. Another avenue that I think it would be worth it is to launch a specific branded campaign. So a campaign using your brand's keywords. So when someone's searching for you, they're able to find you instantly. I recommend taking your brand plus Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or your brand Cyber Monday, or your brand promo, all of those promo type keywords, to have a campaign that runs specifically during the weekend, and take those keywords and put it in their own campaign with their own budget. What this is going to ensure is if someone types in these high intent keywords, you're going to have the budget to pull them over to you and you're going to win that sale versus your competition, which is probably bidding on your brand name anyway. Next on the list is Performance Max campaigns. Performance Max campaigns are highly effective, not always, but definitely sometimes. So highly recommend having a Black Friday, Cyber Monday asset group within your existing Performance Max campaign. It's essentially like an ad group. You can even take your existing evergreen asset group, duplicate it, and just fill it with Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions. It's just another way to make sure that you are flooding the system with your promotion. So you increase the likelihood that if someone gets served your ad, they know that there's a promotion. So the last tip here is to refresh your high value customer list. Go into your email marketing platforms, get the list of past purchasers, maybe even past purchasers from Black Friday last year, upload those into Audience Manager, take those audiences once they populate and put them into your campaigns set as observed, not targeting. Targeting, you're only going to serve ads if that user searches for that keyword in that campaign and is on that list. But if you use observe, you'll serve to everybody. But if one of your customers who's on that list ends up searching again and is triggered by the system, the Google Ads is going to bid more for that user, which increases the likelihood, increases the competition, and increases the likelihood that they're going to see your ad. You'll have a better spot than your competitors. Hopefully you win that click and that conversion. So that's Google Ads in a nutshell. But before we go into Meta, I wanted to take a quick read of the room. Do you have any questions? If so, let me know in the comments. I hope this has been helpful for you so far. If it has, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when new videos like this come down the pipe. All right, now we're going into paid social prep. So this would be your Meta ads in particular. The first tip here is to, similar to the heads min on the Google side, to get your ad copy into the system sooner rather than later. Meta is the exact same. So if you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday tactics and strategies that you want to upload, get those into the account, at least pause as soon as you possibly can, because it limits the potential risk of you uploading those ads late. Let's say you uploaded on Wednesday before Black Friday. They might not be approved until Saturday evening, for instance. Then you lose out on Black Friday. You lose out all on Cyber Saturday, or Small Business Saturday, whatever they call it. And you don't want to do that. So highly recommend you chip away at these things over time. Let's get everything ready to go for Black Friday in the weeks leading up to it, so you're not swamped and then you get hit with I spoke before about a late approval. You might not even get approved. They might get denied and you have to resubmit them or contact support. Definitely not something you want to be doing on Cyber Weekend. The next piece is when you're figuring out where to upload these Black Friday ads, I would advise everywhere. Let's make sure they're in your remarketing pools. Let's make sure they're hitting your past purchasers or your retention audiences. Let's make sure you're hitting your new acquisition or prospecting audiences. Everyone and their grandma needs to understand that you have a sale. And if you're going to be competing with all of the other advertisers in the space, especially as you've been working so hard trying to get new customers these past several months, dip into your remarketing pools, dip into your retention pools and your new acquisition, and let them know of the goodness that you have. It'll entice them to purchase. Now, in that effort, highly recommend running Advantage Plus shopping campaigns as well. This is kind of Meta's version of Performance Max on Google. Highly AI/machine learning based campaign. You don't have a lot of levers there, but if you take your Black Friday, Cyber Monday ads and place them into an AST campaign, that's going to increase the likelihood that you're going to see good results. It doesn't always work, just like any other tactic, but it's another iron in the fire for you to be able to serve your users your promotions. And if you have past good results from AST in the past, why would you not run it during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? It's no brainer. Speaking of AST, we should definitely increase the cost cap for past purchasers in AST. So in AST, you're able to set a setting to say, hey, I've defined my audiences on who my past purchasers are, and I want to only focus on new customers, or I want to mainly focus on new customers. So I'm going to make a really low cost cap, really make sure I'm bidding not very competitively for anybody who's already a customer of mine. Definitely a great tactic at every other time of the year. For this time of the year, competition's sky high, CPMs, CPCs are going to be sky high. The likelihood that you're going to convert a user who's already heard from you is much higher than if they've never heard from you before, especially when everyone is screaming at them that, hey, come shop with me, I have a promotion. You are one of those people. Let's focus our efforts on people who are already familiar with us, so we can take all of the money that's on the table and not leave anything over that are going to regret at the end of the long weekend. The next kind of area that I think should be talked about is including Black Friday, Cyber Monday copy in your ads, not just image or the video or the motion graphic that you're using, but in the primary text as well. Let's get it in the primary text, in the description, everywhere in the actual ad itself. I would place in your promotions just to maximize the potential that a user, as they're quickly going through their feed, get a fraction of a second to actually stop the user scroll. Hopefully they see some part of your ad that has the promotion, whether it's the image, headline, description, primary text, whatever. Let's increase that likelihood. And the likelihood is increased if we increase the places that we show that actual promotion. So we talked about all of these rules in terms of setting everything up in our paid media accounts. On the Google side, we have AdWords Editor. On the Meta side, we have automated rules that we can use. Highly recommend using those automated rules to make your lives easier. After the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend closes, we're going to want to switch back to evergreen copy. Unless you want to wake up at midnight or 1 a.m. to be able to make that switch manually, highly recommend using automated rules to do so. Similarly to AdWords Editor, and we have automated rules in Google Ads as well. If you have a question, let me know in the comments. Maybe that'll be the next video. So we talked about the main kind of tips and tricks for Meta. I have a couple of bonus tips that I think you should consider. Number one, Meta is constantly taking away our ability to target specific audiences. One that we've used in the past is gifting interests. If you have a very giftable product, let's test it. Lookalike audiences are also typically good, especially when you stack them in your prospecting campaigns. If you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday converters from last year and you have a list of more than 1,000 users, let's see if we can create a lookalike audience off of that to layer that into our prospecting campaigns. Meta will say, okay, you're trying to go broad, you're trying to find new users. If it knows who our Black Friday, Cyber Monday customers were last year, and we can get a list of new users, or I should say an audience of new users who are most like that Black Friday, Cyber Monday purchasers, that seems like a great idea to test in terms of, especially if the audience is big enough, a couple million people in that actual audience. Let's layer that into our prospecting campaigns. It's going to do nothing but edge the algorithm more along the path of finding our customer for as efficiently as possible. Another tip is to launch an ASC campaign with just catalog ads. And if you take your catalog ads, you can also, in the product title, include your promo in there. Definitely kind of a niche tip that someone on my team came up with. And also in that catalog ad set, you can make a carousel ad with a Black Friday, Cyber Monday asset in the actual intro card. So you have the nice Black Friday, Cyber Monday asset. The user can swipe to see all your products. All of your products have that little promotion at the very front of the actual product title. Great user experience. And that takes us to the end of our checklist, team. So let's recap what we went over. So for Google, we definitely want to make the most of Google Ads ad extensions to make our ad bigger and give us more real estate on the search engine results page. We definitely want to add promotional copy strategically throughout the entire account. So wherever you can put copy in terms of Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions, let's do it. We also want to utilize seasonality adjustments. We also want to use AdWords Editor to make your life easier, especially as you are making all these changes, duplicating ad sets, or I should say ad groups, labeling ad groups accordingly, flipping copy, all of that. AdWords Editor makes your life so much easier. It's essentially a spreadsheet for your ad account, so highly recommend it. On the Meta side, definitely schedule your ads ahead of time. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't rely on Meta to be able to approve your ad quickly. You're going to lose that battle 9 times out of 10. So get it in there as soon as possible, probably 2 weeks before, at the very latest, 2 weeks before Black Friday, Cyber Monday hits. We definitely want to add Black Friday, Cyber Monday creative to all parts of our funnel: remarketing, retention, and acquisition. Leverage AST campaigns with Black Friday, Cyber Monday creative, or increase the cost cap for past purchasers. So you're opening up AST's ability to serve to your past purchasers. And then test some new tactics like gifting interest, lookalike audiences, etc. So that's it. Thanks for the time, everybody. I hope this was useful. Again, I have the link to the checklist in the description below. So go ahead and click that link and you can download it for free. Hopefully it helps you. If it did help you, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be informed when we drop new videos just like this one. And if you have a specific question, drop it in the comments below and maybe that'll be the next video. So until then, I'll see you next time. See ya.